Then one day, you stop asking so many questions. You no longer sit there, trying to uncover every reason why someone left. You no longer torture yourself over a door that has already closed. You no longer replay every detail to see where you went wrong. You no longer live in the shadow of what has already ended. Not because you have become cold, but because you begin to understand something very deep. Some answers do not bring peace. They only keep you trapped longer. Some truths, even if you discover them, still do not change anything. If someone wanted to leave, knowing why will not make them stay. If something is no longer right for you, overanalyzing it will not save it. If a door has already closed, standing in front of it longer will not make it open again. And when you realize that, a quiet transformation begins. You stop facing backward and begin turning inward. That is when a person truly grows, not when they have everything, but when they can accept that some things cannot be kept. Not when everything goes their way, but when something does not go their way, and they still do not lose themselves. Before, you thought letting go meant losing. Now, you understand that letting go at the right time is saving yourself. Before, you thought loss meant misfortune. Now, you understand that some losses arrive to prevent a greater misfortune. Before, you regretted the person who did not stay. Now, you begin to ask yourself, if they had stayed, would I truly have been at peace? If that had worked out, would I truly have been happy? If I had kept that, would I also have kept the exhaustion that came with it? That is the moment of awakening. So that is what it was. Not everything you gain is good. Not everyone who stays is right. Not everything you manage to hold onto is worth celebrating. Some people stay, but only to make your heart more uneasy each day. Some opportunities look like success, but the price is your peace, your health, your dignity, even yourself. Some relationships do not leave, but they keep you trapped in a smaller version of who you are. Always suppressing yourself, always forcing yourself, always asking for a little understanding, a little kindness, a little room to be who you are. And then you understand. Life is not taking everything away just to hurt you. Sometimes life removes that thing, so you do not have to keep hurting in the same familiar way. Awakening is not loud. It does not arrive like a grand speech. It does not come through one magical sentence. It comes quietly, in a morning when you wake up and realize you no longer want to text that person. In an afternoon when you pass an old road, and your heart is no longer as heavy as it once was. In a moment when you sit alone, and for the first time you no longer ask, why did they do that to me? You simply think, maybe this needed to happen. That is not surrender. That is acceptance. And acceptance is not giving up on life. Acceptance is seeing reality as it is, without decorating it, without dramatizing it, without lying to yourself. That person is no longer right for you. Then admit it. That place is no longer where you should stay. Then step out. That thing has exhausted you for a long time. Then stop calling it happiness. Transformation begins with honesty. Honesty that you once clung, that you once regretted, that you once hurt so deeply you could not accept the truth. But also honesty that you cannot keep living like that forever. You cannot let one person leaving make you abandon yourself. You cannot let one closed door stop your whole life. You cannot drain yourself endlessly over something that was never meant to belong to you. Sometimes growth is simply saying to yourself, enough. No more clinging. No more asking for something from what has already chosen to leave. No more turning regret into a permanent home for my soul. And from there, you begin learning a different way to live. To be grateful for what once came, but not beg for what must go. To cherish the memory, but not use the memory as a reason to return to what once wounded you. To acknowledge loss, but not turn loss into your identity. You are not the one who was abandoned. You are not the one whose future was stolen. You are not the victim of something that has already passed. You are the one who is growing through it all. And sometimes, The most beautiful thing is not that someone comes back. It is not that an old door opens again. It is you, after everything that left, still able to love, still able to trust, but wiser, deeper, stronger. That is the real gift. Not keeping everything, but after some things leave, finally keeping yourself.